while you were incarcerated and you was growing the Moorish Science Temple of America, did you have any problems with them Sunnis? Because they tend to think seal just means, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he was the last prophet. Did you ever have any of them, like, on some radical stuff with you? Like, man, you got to stop saying it was another Muslim prophet, so on and so forth.
No. Like I said, when I got there, they was the majority. After 6 months, 8 months, they was the minority because all of them began to come to Moorish Science Temple of America as well.
Mm-hmm. Did the Melanics derive from Moorish Science Temple of America?
Yes, it was a Sunday school class. I gave them a meeting. It was Morris Martinez, Julian Bay, guy named Fleetwood, and Fadi Johnson Hill.
Mm-hmm.
They came out and they started the that, and I had another group that the Black Nationalists. I gave them all the Sunday school session in the temple.
Wait, so y'all had Sunday school back then, not just Fridays?
No, I started Sunday school and Friday.
Wow.
First started off in a little radio room, about this size, wall to wall. No room couldn't stand up in there. Then they moved us to the Jewish chaplain. Then we got so big in the Jewish chaplain, they moved to the other chaplain too. Had both chaplains. Then we got so big, sent us to the movie. Mm-hmm. So we started meeting in the movies on Fridays and Sundays.
What did you think about the Melanics when they first started? You thought it was good, or you thought they should stay within inside the temple? Because I heard some of them was Moors. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I would like to see them stay in the temple, but at the same token, at that point in time and during that era, like I say, it was nothing collective that happened from an Asiatic perspective. The Europeans had everything. Even the Europeans in the prison, they had everything roped off. So when I came along and established it, and I talked to the Black Nationalists, I talked to the brothers before they became Islamic pastors, and I was coaching them how to get set up and things of that nature. And they did. They got set up. They got their meeting and stuff like that. So we basically was one and the same, really, actually, until different ones get into play, because Atlantis demonstrate basically the same thing we do. They got it from us. When they went to IC Salah, see, we used to greet like this.
Like the 1928s?
Yeah, we used to greet like that. See, and the Melanics took it on. We went there from there,
Wow. Yeah, they became a pretty militant group from what I hear. I see them some in their later stages. It's a little different, I don't know. But I guess it was really real back then. But anyway, the police targeted you a lot, huh? From building them brothers up, giving them like a militant mindset, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
What's some of the stuff they did to you? Did they beat you up? Well, I know you said you was on the side of the road.
Yeah, beat me up quite a few times. Beat me up, took me out on the side of the road and threatened to shoot me and all that old kind of stuff. I went through all that. Shot at me doing the riot, ricocheted my eye, sitting in the helicopter, took me out of Marquette, took me to Kinross, doing that 81 ride. Stuff like that. I'm saying, brother, look, I done went through some stuff with them people, man. Them people try to break me up where they can. Them people done put their foot on me.
Did you ever say, oh man, I gotta fall back or something?
No. I got more, I pushed more strong. Because I knew the concept was, their whole thing was to break me in order to break the brothers. And I wasn't gonna let that happen. Mm-hmm. I wasn't gonna let that happen at all. So if they was waiting on me to break, then they just was waiting.
Right.
And that's just the way it was. I stayed in the hole.
What's the longest you did in the hole?
3 years, 4 years,
God.
5 years. Yeah. And they transferred me every 90 days, even if I was in the hole. Every 90 days, say I was organizing.
So you've been to some of every prison, huh?
Yeah.
How many do you think are all together?
All of them, except I stayed in the max all my bit until before I came home. I went to Mound, but other than that, I stayed up in Marquette, Munison, Barriga, places like that.
Did you ever see a level 6? Was that around when you was incarcerated?
Yeah.
What was the difference between level 6 and level 5?
Maximum security. It's just a difference in the movement. Level 6 was for guys like SGT gangbangers and things of that nature. They would put them in level 6. That's where they kept me at.
When did you see the gang start to come in?
Started to come in?
Yeah.
They was in when I got here.
What was it? Bloods, Crips, or Vice Lords?
It was the Beast, the BKs, the Earl Flynn, the YBIs. Yeah, the YBI said that Rick and them, Bo-Ray boys, Saginaw. It was just a bunch of different gangs. And it was at each other, you know. And all of them came out to be Moors though.
I know.
all of them came out to be Moors. And see, like again, I say that's what gave me the power to be able to do what I done, because of the support system around me. They already was radical. It didn't take much. I spent most of my time keeping them cool. But it didn't take much for them to come to loot, and Rome knew it. So I kept them on the bay, and that gave the prison a little order. So people felt comfortable, so the institution began to encourage it, because it stopped a lot of stuff. If more said it ain't happening, it ain't happening. You know, if something gonna happen, you gotta check in and go to the round table and discuss it. You don't just do it. And I had a runner's pass. And in the runner's pass, I was able to go in any unit, any block in the prison, even at night. If you was in segregation and needed to talk to me, I was able to go there.
Wow, what?
1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I was able to go there. If you called for me, I was able to go there and talk to you. I had a runner's pass. That's how much power I had. I had a radio station right in the prison every Saturday night. You know. That's how much power the brothers gave me by the support system. You know, I walked into the child hall one day, and the man told me, "Give me your ID." I threw my ID on the table. The whole child hall threw the ID on the table. Man, y'all come back, get your ID. Everybody came and threw the ID on the table. You get one, you get us all. That was the attitude. See, unity. We spoke up about things that was necessary to be talked about, things that need to be addressed. We didn't just lay down and accepted it and moan about it. See, we addressed it. I'm not saying that we always jumped up and wanted to fight and all that, but we addressed it. See, and a lot of times we got what we had coming because in the manner that we addressed it, and because we was stacked like we was. See what I'm saying? See, anytime you're in prison, you got 800 prisoners in a 4,000 set, and then you got a lot of well-wishers and supporters. See, back in them days, people wasn't a member, but they'd come up to y'all need some help, brother. Well-wishers and supporters and stuff like that. So it gave me the power to change some things in the prison for the betterment for us. Even though they kept me on a bus and all that stuff, it still allowed things to change because the prison didn't stop me because I was in the hole. I had access to everybody. Everywhere I went, people worked in the hole. They worked in the day, they would come see and some police. So I had access to the brothers at all times. You know, on Friday, send a message out there, whatever, so forth, so on. I had access. But they was on the job so good that the brothers got to loving what they were doing so much, they stopped slowing down on the violence. See, they stopped trying to destroy. They started trying to save, like RazorBey. They started talking to people about doing better things rather than encouraging them to go into the field of war. See, things change. So when guys like that started talking to you and started telling you, no, man, that ain't the way to go. Let me come on, walk with me. And started breathing on them, that changed some things. See, because I had them out there every day on the yard, walking and talking to somebody. See, to somebody. And I stayed out on the yard on the bleachers or either up under the tree with a bunch of brothers. But it was consistent work in order to get it where it's at now. In order to keep it here, we have to put that same consistent attitude in motion. See, that same consent, we got to realize that somebody got to pull, somebody got to push. And soon we realize that, we can get where we're going and have what we need.